Hi, I'm Erica from Musings from a Stay-at-Home Mom, and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to just show you about Kraft Fresh Take. Kraft Fresh Take is a cheese and breadcrumb mix, and basically the idea is that it's a fresh new way to just add more flavor, just something different to your food. And also you can make homemade meals in a quicker and simpler way, but it's not frozen processed food. It's actually really fresh. You can find this in the dairy section by the cheese. And this is pretty neat because there's two parts to it. There is breadcrumbs and cheese. So when we open up the package, and I'll show that to you in a minute, we'll actually mix it all together. So as I said about, freshening up and spicing up boring Monday meals, that's exactly what I'm going to do today. I have a dinner I'm making for my family. I have tilapia fish here. And then I have my homemade macaroni and cheese recipe. And you can find the macaroni and cheese recipe right in this post. And so I'm just going to, we're going to coat the tilapia with the Kraft Fresh Take, and that's going to give it a really nice flavor. And then my macaroni and cheese, instead of the usual, I just use some boring breadcrumbs and a little salt and pepper, and instead of that I'm actually going to take a little of this mixture and put it on, and I think that's going to be a really big hit with my family. So it's very easy to use, and if you see on the back of the package, it shows you exactly how to do it. Mix, coat, and bake. So I'm going to open it up and I will show you. So you can see here, there's two parts. This is the breadcrumb with the seasonings, and this is the Parmesan cheese. So open it up, and in the center you have to open it up and you have to pull it apart, and then it mixes together. So what I'll do is I opened it, and I'm going to reseal it back up, and we're going to shake it up here. I find this takes a little bit of time to kind of mix it pretty good because they're two different textures, but it's well worth it. Alright, that's good enough for now, and you can see it's mixed up. Now first I'm just going to sprinkle the Kraft Fresh Take on top of my macaroni and cheese, because obviously once I put the raw fish in, I don't want to put that on my mac and cheese. I'm just going to do about 1/4 cup. You see right there. Now I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit around. There you go, I'm just going to do a little bit more there. So I would say 1/4 to 1/3 cup, and I will put that in the recipe. Alright, there we go. So now we have fish. See how easy that was too? So now we're going to take the tilapia. Basically all you do is take the fish, put it in there, you can shake it, close it up, shake it up a little bit, or just, kind of coat it back and forth. Okay, now one thing here I forgot to do, you can see it's not really sticking very well. So, and I learned this when I did a chicken recipe using Kraft Fresh Take a couple of weeks ago. So what I'm going to do is actually just rinse this off in a little bit of water. Just lightly, it doesn't need to be soaking wet. And that's going to help it to stick a whole lot better. Okay. So we'll try it again. You can even just, use your hand. Put it on there. There's really not a right or a wrong way to do this. There we go. Nicely coated piece of tilapia. And literally, this is just taking me a few seconds to do it. Maybe a couple minutes total time to coat all of these, and the results are going to be well worth it. I have to also say I was very impressed with the price for this. It's only $2 for a bag, and for me, very careful with my budget, that is well worth it. It smells really good too. Okay. So now you can actually see here how much I have left over too. The package says it will coat 6 pieces, but as you can see, I did coat 6 pieces and there's plenty left over. Which is great because I actually have another pound of tilapia that I need to do because I'm feeding 7 people tonight. This is just 1 pound right here, and you can see I'm just sprinkling a little bit more on the top. That's a great way to use any leftovers because if you're like me, you really don't want to put it to waste. And again, because it's had raw fish in there, you really can't save it. You have to get rid of it. So that is how I used Kraft Fresh Take. I definitely recommend it, and you can look on my blog. I did a recent recipe featuring the Italian Parmesan chicken and rice dish, and that was a huge hit with my family. And definitely something we love so much. In fact, I'm making that later on this week. So, Kraft Fresh Take, I highly recommend it. Check it out.